I'm Jim Poggi. I play guitar in You're Too Kind.
My name's Seth Hansen, and I'm the lead vocalist.
I'm Jordan Pop. I'm an engineer and producer. I'm also a songwriter. I've been engineering and producing bands full-time for about 5 years. Recording You're Too Kind was a long process. The main theme of it was everybody was sick at the worst possible moment, myself included.
The way that it worked out was that someone would come in and track for a week, and as soon as they were leaving, the next person would come in sick for their week of recording. Everybody was sick constantly. I think Jordan was sick most of the time too. So it was just a record forged in brutal temperatures and terrible illness.
Pre-production started, I think, in August of 2013, and principal tracking started in December of that year. We had a really good selection of guitars for the record. A number of Paul Reed Smiths, which Jim and I both play. Some Fender stuff, Ernie Ball. We had a large selection of amplifiers, Bogner, Diesel, Mesa Boogie. I know there's a few more in there that I'm forgetting that I can't quite remember. But we had a large selection of equipment, especially with drums. We went through 2 different kits during pre-production to figure out what drum kit we were going to use. Went through a few different snares and spent a lot of time picking out the right microphones for each instrument, and spent, I'd say, about half a day working with Seth and finding the right microphone and vocal chain when tracking him.
Highest point of recording probably being finding my inner voice, learning that I can sing higher than I actually can, and it was just I pushed myself a lot on this album. That was a really high point for it.
Probably hearing back all the mixes for the first time. That was pretty cool. Just being able to drive and listen to how good everything sounded and the way the songs came together. That was probably a high point.
I think a highlight of working on the record was the overall process. It was fairly smooth. I mean, there were some issues when we were tracking guitar and vocals with scheduling, and that's usually the most stressful part, but the songwriting was solid from the beginning when we started in August, and everybody did their jobs, and that's actually, believe it or not, pretty rare. So just the fact that the album was pretty smooth overall, I'd say that's a highlight.
This record was inspired by kind of all the things you go through when you decide to take music seriously as a possible career path, and people entering and leaving your life, that and everything else that comes along with it.
Life, man. Being a family man and also a rock star at the same time.
Some of my favorite songs off the record are The Plunge, for sure, because that kind of just encompasses everything that we've gone through and kind of the theme of the entire record. Doubt is another great one. It's heavy. I like heavy, and it's personal lyrically. And then I love Buried, because that was Seth and my best collaboration, I think, by far.
My top one I love the most is Karma, just because it's, I don't know if it, I wouldn't say it's a super heavy track, but it's heavy emotionally, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then I would have to go with the Plunge, just because like it's just really upbeat and it's fast paced and I really enjoy it. And then the third one would be Smile and Nod, just because I mean it's personal reasons really.
I think we started pre-production on this record November of 2013, and since then songs like Hear Me Out, Karma have done complete 180s than what they came in as. We wrote them, demoed them out, and then as soon as Jordan got his ears on them, they changed. And then we sat on it for a while, and they changed again. And so all the songs are definitely different than they were in my bedroom when I recorded them. And when Seth and I demoed them out, they're totally different. But I think we're happy with what we got.
Everything all around got way better.
You left me down, now you to die.